Another beautiful Monday, great for Mask Monday. Today is announcement for the winner for the Instagram 200 followers, and for more details on the mask and how it performed, stay tuned. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. It's a late start for me this Monday morning, but I did work till midnight, so getting a late start on this. This is the mask I will be using for today. Happy Mask Monday, ladies, and everyone out there doing a mask. So let's go ahead and get the mask going. I'm also going to be announcing the winner for the 200 followers out on Instagram. So that's going to be fun. And this one looks like it's really packed with a lot of serum. And I am also going to be doing a question and answer type thing once I do the announcement. So this is pretty cool. I like that they packaged it in plastic on both ends, so it makes it so much easier to unfold. And it almost looks like a mesh type mask, so not a bad deal. But here goes nothing. And I did need a fresh mask today. I've got some issues going on with my skin, and I felt that this would probably wake me up a bit more. Okay, and if I could get it on right, we'd be good, right? Okay, so it looks like it's on. Okay. And it's actually really, really thick serum, but it feels really good. And I usually put my masks in the refrigerator, so the cooling effect, I absolutely love that. And I'm going to go ahead and just smooth it out. And we'll go ahead and, or I will kind of in here run the wheel. And the reason I had to do a wheel is they do have a random comment picker for Instagram, but it was giving me all kinds of go through Facebook, go through there, and I just gave it up and did a wheel. So I entered everyone's name that did comment for that giveaway. And let's go ahead and watch that wheel. And there it goes. And it said, oh, Joey Pete 23 is the winner. And congratulations to Joey Pete 23 out on Instagram. She does have a channel also here on YouTube. She follows several people. She recently started following me. Her name is Sally. I'm not sure how to say the last name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. I don't want to butcher it, so I'll leave it at that. But I will be linking her channel. She does not have any content, but just so you can give her some congratulations out on Instagram as well. But congratulations, Sally, on your win. And just get with me for the address so that I can ship out your products and get that going. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the mask. And the mask is for kind of if your skin is feeling a little not hydrated and just kind of blah, I guess, this is the mask for you. It will give you some glow at the end of the mask. It is a 30-minute mask, so I'm not going to keep you here 30 minutes for it. But it says that It adds a beautiful glow back to the skin that is stressed out by UV rays and heat. It says it helps with dull and lackluster skin. And I don't know what is going on with my skin lately, but I'm feeling some of that. Definitely liking that. And this mask is getting a little bit on my nerves, but I'm gonna get through it. And we're gonna go ahead and go into the questions. My apologies, I'm gonna have to keep repositioning this. That's okay. End results are going to be good, I know. But let's go ahead and move into the questions. And the first question that I just found these questions around, so took them. I didn't have a person that wrote them down, so I can't give credit to anyone. But the first one is, where is the most interesting place you've been? And I'm going to have to say Mexico. There's a small little town in Mexico that my grandmother used to take us to that had running streams, and it was just almost paradise looking type of place. It was just everything you could ever possibly want in one small tiny little town in Mexico. Number 2, how different was your life a year ago? Extremely different. It was pre-YouTube, so I guess you can call it a little boring. But it was go to work, come home, go to work, come home, isolation, you name it. And it was difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it was very difficult, but ultimately I was thankful for the biggest thing, and that is that I still had a job. I was not one of the unfortunate people that lost their jobs during COVID, so I'm thankful and grateful for God providing me with my job. And let's go ahead and move on to number 3. And number 3 is, what city would you most like to live in? And that's a no-brainer for me. That would be Denver, Colorado. It is just, I grew up there during my teenage years. Well, I was in and out of Denver for most of my adolescent years, and my teenage years, that was the best time ever. So I would one day love to go back and live there. And let's go on to number 4. And number 4 is, what is something you like to do the old-fashioned way? And that would be wash dishes. I don't own a dishwasher. I refuse to own a dishwasher. And it's just, I don't feel that they do the job that you can do. And I do wash my dishes with very hot water, which can explain why my hands are pretty dry sometimes. But that's just the way we've always done it. I just don't like dishwashers. Number 5, what could you give a 40-minute presentation or speech without absolutely no preparation? And for that one, it would probably be talking about recovery. It is a touchy subject for me. I do have a son in recovery. He's now 4 years and I believe it's 6 or 7 months clean and sober. And it has been a tremendous journey, and I could talk all day long about being a support to those you love without trying to change them, because you cannot change them, and that is like the biggest, most difficult thing to do. But definitely I could talk all day long about how I got through it and how I was able to help my son. So it would definitely be on recovery. And we have number 6. And number 6 is, what is the hardest lesson you've learned? And it kind of goes hand in hand with this previous question, because the hardest lesson I learned is you cannot change people. There's absolutely nothing you could ever do that would change any given person outside of yourself. You are the only one that you can change. You cannot make decisions for anyone, and you cannot force anyone to do anything without repercussions. That's just the way of life. If you want something to change, you can't force anyone to change it, because it's not going to be genuine, and it's not going to be something that is going to be helpful. So that was my toughest lesson, is learning to not try to change people. Just let it go. And number 7, what is the best advice you got from your parents and you follow still today? That would be, and it was from my mom, and I have thanked her many, many times for it, and I do talk about it a lot. And that would be, never marry someone for their financial status. Money is not the way for marriage. It should never be an option for marriage. And never treat people a certain way because of their financial situation. So basically, it's, don't look at the money part when you're dealing with people. And that is one of the best things my mom ever did. And I believe my sisters and I, including my brothers, we all have followed that. And that is the biggest thing she ever told us, is never do anything because of what people can do for you. No money is ever greater than your genuine personality and your genuine love for things and people. And let's go ahead and go to number 8. And that is, what is the one thing you did as a kid that had other kids looking up to you? And this could be good or bad. It could be something super positive or something so silly like the one I'm going to give you. And it's something that stays with me. And I do tell my grandbabies about it. They laugh. And that was when I was probably around 10 or 11. We lived in an apartment complex that had a rock wall, and nobody could jump that rock wall except me. But then again, I was the taller one of all the kids that hung out in that apartment complex. So I would jump the wall, and I would do it in a way that I would run up to it like in slow motion and then jump it, and then tell them it was the Wonder Woman in me and the Bionic Woman in me. So those, I combined the two of them, and they were so thrilled about it. They would tell everybody, she has powers like Wonder Woman, and she's like Jamie Summers. And I'm like, no, I'm not. But that was, they thought about that because I was the only one that could jump it. And I know it was silly, but it's a fun memory. I like it. And the next one, number I lost my train of thought here. Number 9. If your life were a book, what would its title be? I would have to say, and I only say it because it's been a title that has been on my mind for a book that I'm writing, and that is Institutionalized Woman. And it has to do with institutionalization, not at the level of a loony bin, but at the level of life itself. You're institutionalized no matter what you do and where you go. So definitely my hardships are in that book, and it has to do with being institutionalized and creating the decisions or lifestyle that came with that. And number 10, final question. I could have gone on and on, but I left it at 10. What is your best way to start your day? The best way to start my day, if it were up to me, would be sleep it away. I can never get enough sleep. It just does not happen. I work odd hours and my schedule fluctuates. Recently, I do have a set schedule. However, because we're so short-handed and have been, COVID didn't come and help anything. So we've pretty much been short-handed for over a year, and my schedule is all over the place. I've done midnight shifts. I've done my morning shift, which is my regular shift. And I do a lot of evening shifts. So like last night, I got home at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's just all over the place. So sleeping it away would be the best way for me to start my day, I guess. But no, seriously, tea, energy tea. That has to be ultimate for me because I do need something to get me going. But that is it for these questions. If you want to take the challenge on it, go ahead. I will be linking them down below in the description box. A great way to get to know people and get to know what they are about. I know Mary Catherine Loves Cats loves this type of question. So Mary Catherine, if you're watching, go ahead and do these if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to do them, that would be amazing. Get to know a little bit more about you. So I'm going to go ahead and rest up the rest of the 30 minutes that I have to do the mask, and then I'll be back with the results on it. Okay, and now for the mask review. It felt really, really refreshing when I first applied it. It was straight out of the refrigerator, so really, really cool. And it did hydrate, moisturize. It feels amazing. It did move a little when I was talking, but I mean, that's to be expected, but not a whole lot, not to where it was completely annoying me. But definitely a mask that I recommend. Once again, the Wen Snow Magic. Also, once again, congratulations, Sally, for the win on the 200 follower giveaway out on Instagram. And anyone that I mentioned today in the video, I will be linking down below in the description box so that you can go check them out. Follow their channel, check out their content. And don't forget, there is still one more giveaway that you still have a few more days to enter. And that's for the Think Spring collab. I will also be linking or putting the hashtag down below for the Think Spring, and I will put the video at the end of this one so that you can just click on it and go in, watch the video. Make sure you do follow all of the rules, follow all of the, the 7 ladies that are in that collab. So have fun, everyone. Until the next video, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye.